Hey y'all, it's March the 19th, 2017, and I want to share something with y'all today. I like people. I like people who don't like Donald Trump. I like y'all out there, and I want to make that known. And nor do I want a confrontation with any of y'all. I like people who do not like Trump. Like talking to him. Alright? And I just wanted to get that out in the open. You know what I'm saying? Now that I got that out in the open, and you know that I like you, you know that I want you around, I want to tell you this. Y'all out there who do not like Trump, y'all are very important. Y'all are crucial. Y'all are absolutely fundamental. Alright? We need you. We need y'all out there. The reason is because here's what I want to explain to you. There's been a little bit of a seat change as the pendulum swings back and forth that's taking place. Now, this is what's taking place. I, along with a lot of other people, we were I don't know if you say bickering or bringing to the light all sort of terrible things that not only Barack Hussein Obama was doing, not only George W. Bush, but Bill Clinton and dang George H.W. Bush. We've been displeased, all right? And so what we did is we would continue to point out all the just terrible, unthinkable things that the president was doing, to include a Barack Obama. All right, see, you were during those days, y'all were in the position of, say, advocating for the different things that Barack Obama has done. Meanwhile, there was people like me, myself, and I made it known, a lot of other people, who went ahead and we found out all sort of things about these presidents, what they were doing, how they were doing it. And we were calling them out. We were saying, look, they did this. Look, they did that. Look, this is what they said they did. And then y'all would try to kind of debate us and say, no, you got it all wrong. He's actually, this is what he means to do. This is what's his intent to do. This is what he was trying to do. He wasn't able to do it and stuff. But, God bless him and his family is what y'all would say. Y'all would say this. All right. The positions have actually just changed, all right? I mean, they changed a little while back, but now the positions have changed. And I think that's very important. I think that's going to be paramount, all right? Let's not even think about, okay, this person, Donald Trump, all right? It could be any kind of person, but any kind of person, his name happens to be Donald Trump, walked up in the presidency, and now I gotta say, I like what he does. I like a lot of what he says. I like his lifestyle, to tell you the truth. All right, I want him to continue living it. All right, I want nothing but success for him, to be real honest with you. That doesn't mean that I trust him. Now, you know what? We need to go back in time, and I might rustle up the video if I can figure out which one it was, but we need to go back in time where I said plainly and clearly for all y'all, my suggestion is that you never, ever, you never trust the president of the United States of America. You're not supposed to trust the president. By definition, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to be weary of him. You're supposed to hold him to such a high esteem that he becomes so important that you need to watch what he does, because here's the thing, he's the most important American that we have, and that's the whole point of him, to be a symbol across the world and say, hey, look, this guy represents us. Right? So all y'all now, y'all are out there and you talk to me all the time and you don't like Donald Trump. I want to say I like y'all. Keep talking to me. I need y'all, because here's the thing, I like what he's saying. With the positions have changed. Now I like what he's doing. And you need to call him out for every single bad thing that he's been doing that you heard about, Most of these things I can debunk quite easily, and not only know that you're watching the television, but know what channel you're watching. All right. So, but we can have debates and we can grow as people. This is a divide that's taking place. It's called the tribulation. But the thing is, Donald Trump is becoming a very big factor in this divide. He is the most important American when you think about it, symbolically speaking. And when you think about it, if he is the most important American, if we elected him to do that, you start to see how threatening his life in a cartoon style on the music videos, or just talking about blowing up the White House. That's quite treasonous, and it's quite retarded. It's quite suicidal for any God-fearing American. All right? Okay, so saying all that, having that all established, that I do like you and I do want you in my life. I do want you to talk to me about all the things you heard about Donald Trump, because I want to hear them. And if he's done some bad stuff and I find out about it, you know what? I'm not going to like that. I'm not going to like that at all, and I'll probably make all sort of videos about it. But I want to tell you this. All right, here's a story. I was talking to a dude earlier this morning, and this dude, he's an old veteran by the name of Richard, and that's my dad's name. All right, so this guy named Richard, he's talking to me about deep things in his life. People tend to talk to me about very deep things in their life all the time, and so he was talking to me about that. And of course, somehow it drifted to Trump. He brought up Trump. He brought it up. So I started talking about it and stuff, and he said he doesn't like how this president's going crazy, and the fact that the nation's gone so crazy that they elected a crazy person president. All right. And then I was talking to him a little bit more about what a president should do and stuff, or like what we need to do in order to make the future better, because we're having problems right now, and we cannot afford our children to be having these same problems later. So we were talking about coming to solutions, and he said, what we need to do, this is an old veteran named Richard, he said what we need to do is we need to put God back up in the limelight. We need to put God first. We need to put God first, and then, and only then, will stuff start blossoming and innovation will start exploding, and the United States will not only be great again, but it'll be greater than it ever been. That's what Richard said. And then I had to quickly add, I said, well, speaking of all that, believe it or not, I don't know if you've seen it, but Donald Trump be saying the word God a lot, don't he? He be saying the word God a lot. Now, he could be making it up. He could be falsifying his passion for the one and only God that there is. He could be, but regardless of the fact, he is saying the word God a lot. And I like that. I like that a lot, because see, this guy made you and me, regardless of who you believe in or what you believe in, this one and only made you and me and everybody we know, everybody that we love. And Donald Trump is saying the word God a lot, boy. And the thing is, I asked him, I was like, how many times do you remember saying her and Barack Obama? How many times you heard him saying the word God and stuff? Did he say it a lot? And then Richard said, he didn't really say it a lot. I don't think he believed. That's what Richard said. He said, I don't think he really believed in God. No, I don't think he did either. Now, you can go and in the past and look at a Barack Obama when he's saying the word God. It will never, ever put goosebumps on your body anywhere. Never. All right, because he doesn't believe. All right, you know what? That's his own choice. However, I believe you can find that Donald Trump, when he says it'll give you some shivers. It'll give you some willies when Donald Trump says it. You know what? That's the stuff that I do like. Yeah, I do like that. All right, so, but anyways, all y'all who don't like Donald Trump, a shout out to y'all, and I hope y'all keep talking to me, and I hope you keep hating on Donald Trump. Anyways, it's March the 19th, 2017, and I'll holler at y'all.